Okay, so if I could just get your names first and kind of where you're from. And
I'm Todd Neville, and I'm from St. Augustine.
Jim Escobar, St. Augustine.
Bill Hannon, St. Augustine and Palm Coast.
How long have y'all been riding, cycling?
I started in 1993, so 20 years.
26 years.
Just about 30.
Can you talk about the ride today and how it went?
We go out 207 and then we ride out into the potato fields. One of the main reasons, we do the same loop every Saturday, and one of the nice things is, one, we have a bike lane all the way out 207, and then once we're out there, there's not a lot of traffic. So we don't have to think about it as much as being in the middle of traffic.
Yeah, so we try to leave early, beat the traffic, have kind of the roads a little bit to ourselves. It's a little safer in the mornings.
What is it like to cycle in St. Johns County?
It depends. I mean, since we do ride so much, we kind of know where the less busy, the safer places are. As a means of transportation, if beyond just using it as an exercise or activity, I think it's somewhat unsafe, and mainly because there are so few arteries. You only have US 1 and A1A, and there are a lot of cars on those roads. Would you guys agree with that?
Yeah, the roads are kind of crowded. What we'd love to see is just a little bit more education, both for the cyclists and for the drivers, so that they become aware of the importance of sharing the roads, and that we both have rights and privileges, and we both have responsibilities that have to be observed.
I talked with somebody at a cycling shop the other day, and they said if you ride long enough, you're going to have an incident. Somebody's going to hit you. Is that true?
Yes.
Yes.
I've been hit 4 times.
Twice.
Knock on wood, I'm 0.
So chances are he'd be due.
I'm next.
Yeah, we try to ride as defensively as possible, thinking of the worst that the drivers don't see and everything. But sooner or later something might happen. And I'm not saying it's all going to be bad. I was hit and didn't suffer major injuries or anything. But it's just like people who are driving cars. The likelihood of accidents is greater the more time you spend on the roads. And we're just trying to lessen those accidents from happening by working with the Bellfest, movement for the people, programming, helping to educate the community.
And one thing, we have a weekly Friday ride that actually goes through downtown St. Augustine. We've really cracked down on our riders that they need to follow the rules of the road.
Yeah, we're trying to say if we respect the road, then the drivers might respect us and treat us. We just want to be treated like almost drivers. So we're willing to have the responsibilities of stopping at the red lights, not riding on the sidewalks, not riding.
It was about a year ago where we switched it up, because we were the ones riding up the right side of the traffic and stuff like that, and we've really stopped that in the last year.
What are some of the major problems? I know you said education is a big piece, but maybe what are some common things that drivers do wrong or cyclists do wrong?
I think the main thing would be kind of just educating the drivers, the fact that the cyclists are allowed to be on the roads, the different rules that we're allowed. If there's not a bicycle lane, we're actually allowed to be in the road, and that they always have to give us 3 feet. So I'd love to see the sheriff, and the FDOT, put up signs that say share the road. Cyclists have 3 feet, give them 3 feet, it's the law. And then have St. Johns County Police enforce those rules. And I'm willing to have them enforce the rules for us also, so that we're both treated equally.
The biggest thing that we see, would you agree, is we have people yell at us, get out of the road. And that is the most common thing we hear when we're on the bikes.
Yeah, like we don't belong there, and if we dare cross the line of even a shoulder, they want to run us over. You cross the line, we can run you over, and that's not true. We're allowed to go as far left as we deem necessary, because there's a lot of debris on the shoulders. So we come into the road, we'll check to make sure it's clear. But when we do that, they treat us like as if we're criminal, and they want to run us over, and that we're going to get them in trouble because they hit us. And that's their only concern, is getting in trouble, not the safety of another human being. So we'd love to be humanized, let people see us as fathers, sons, brothers, members of the community.